Hello, I'm Andy, and I'm going to read to you a weekly horoscope from Sunday, the 28th of June to Saturday, the 4th of July. And this is for you coming from Scorpio. Before we begin, here is my email address. Send me an email if you would like to have a 90-minute session with me, which will cost you USD $50 to know your next 9 years based on your date of birth, your time of birth, looking at your palms. I'll show you how to formulate your own personal lucky lottery numbers and how to reach that wonderful energy called the soul or the spirit or the guide that's living with you. Once you have made that connection, you will be a special person, like very special people there in the world who are so successful. We'll talk about that later. You coming from Scorpio, be careful on your Sunday, the 20th June morning and afternoon. The planets of arrogance and the planets of ego are roaming all over you, making you behave that way. So you've heard it from me. Do the opposite. Be flexible. Be negotiable. Try to follow rules and regulations. Don't counter anything that other people say. That way you will quieten down these planets of ego. And these planets of ego are not totally bad. Once you can control them, then they will show an aura where people want to be with you and listen to you. So don't be imposing. That's what I ask of you in the morning and afternoon. Say and use language which is very acceptable to people, and don't criticize situations or circumstances or people. Evening and nightfall turns nasty. You see, that's how it happens. You allow your morning and afternoon create trouble, and evening nightfall becomes nasty. So don't let that happen morning and afternoon. You will be able to manage your evening nightfall better. Emotional planets are all over the place, evening and nightfall. And their duty is to make you disappointed in one way or another. And that is waiting for you. I rather you not be going out. But if you have to be out, plans already made. Tell yourself, don't be too expectant of anything evening, nightfall. Let other people have the fun and enjoy themselves, even if you're not going to get anything come your way. That way you'll enjoy yourself better. And drive very carefully during the whole day. Monday, the 29th of June, doesn't start well for you. These emotional planets are still tracking you. It's a working day, it's a business day. You cannot afford to think emotionally. So tell yourself three words again and again: logic, facts, figures. That will remind you that it's a working day, it's a business day. You cannot afford to think emotionally. You may think of the hardship you're going and the heartbroken that you have. Don't bring it to work, leave it at home. Otherwise, you're going to miss out on your deadlines, and you're going to miss out making mistakes a lot. And that would be because of your emotional state of mind. So think logic, think facts, think figures, and that'll put you on the right track for the morning or afternoon. If you're having lunch with somebody, be careful. Even a disagreement over that might happen. These emotional planets make you just very touchy and very moody as well. Something's wrong. So put your finger on it and get it done. Evening and nightfall turns very lucky. That's how a day can change from the worst to the best. Evening and nightfall, I want you to be out and about or making contacts with people. I see many materialistically minded planets. Talk to your bosses, talk to the people who can help you in job or business areas. Go out and be with them. Find out how to be materialistically minded. Go to places you can meet people, help you better job, help you get more business and contacts. Some of your over moodiness and emotional planets will also be there, one or two of them only. Once in a while, you'll feel that emotionalism. Quieten it down by putting on a happy face. Tuesday, the 30th of June. Now, that's 24 hours of good luck. Morning and afternoon, expect some good news. Your, your bosses at work are going to notice what you have been doing. Some kind of reward may come. Some kind of good connection with the people or you call your superiors at work. Your people you work with will also support you. Chase for the romance if that's what you want. Have lunch with somebody powerful or somebody who can help you job wise or business wise. You're going to get many things go your way in the morning and afternoon. Evening and nightfall, I also like. The planets of unexpected goodness are there, which means unexpected good opportunities, good contacts, and good news will come your way. So if you have to be out in the evening and nightfall, I want you to be out in the evening nightfall. But these are emotional planets plus materialistically minded planets. So choose which area you want and go for it. And you will come back by the time the evening nightfall is over. You will have the more than two hands full of good news in one way or another. You might even meet some very powerful people evening and nightfall period. So go to places where you can meet them. Wednesday, the 1st of July, that's going to be a troublesome morning and afternoon simply because your ego has become bigger than your head. That's not good. So quieten down the ego by improving partnership, improving teamwork, and tell yourself try not to go alone doing whatever you want. You get it all wrong. So you don't want to be arrogant and you want teamwork to improve wherever you are, job wise, business wise. Having lunch with somebody, try and be the gentleman or the gentlewoman that you really are so that you can remain polite and not criticize unnecessarily. Evening and nightfall turns very lucky. That's how a day can change. And evening and nightfall. I like your evening nightfall. You can meet very powerful, important people, or at least you can communicate with them through email or on the phone or whatever. Well, I rather you be out if you can, because you're going to make some great contacts. And whoever you are out with, your family, people, and chase for the romance if you want, you are going to simply do well. One of these planets of the morning, afternoon, the one that makes you immensely self important, will be there as well. Quieten these planets down by telling yourself you want to be part of a team during the whole of the evening. Thursday, the 2nd of July. Here comes trouble in the morning, afternoon. You could create very bad news at place of work or in business, or you might just have bad news flying at you. Be prepared. The planet of unexpectedness is also there. So unexpected bad news may just creep in into your life in the morning, afternoon. Be prepared and tackle and strengthen that area that you feel you are weak. Is it in the area of job business? Is it in the area of business where money transactions are concerned? You'll be moody and your mind will be occupied with emotional things. That's a issue, and that's a recipe for creating bad mistakes. So three words repeat to yourself again and again on this morning, afternoon of Thursday, 2nd of July. Logic, facts, figures. That will always remind you not to think emotionally, but to think logically. Even if it's an emotional situation, think logically. You'll find that solution easy. Evening and nightfall, the planets of unexpected goodness are there. That's how a plan, the day can change. I want you to be out evening and nightfall, or be on the internet and connect with people, or send messages, or talk to people on the phone. Communications are very important. If you can be out and about, it's even better. You're going to meet people unexpectedly, people who are going to be good and lucky for you. So do that in the evening nightfall period and be busy. You'll come out with great ideas. Write them down or speak to them over the phone with somebody or be out and about. And you could make some wonderful, unexpected contacts as well. Friday, the 3rd of July, 24 hours of good luck for you. Morning and afternoon, very powerful planets are there. Well, they might make you want to feel very powerful and dominating and take control. Don't let that happen. Think of people that you can meet who are powerful, and that way would be better. Yourself, you should be flexible. You might be noticed by your bosses and something you have been doing very well. So your superiority can be enhanced in the terms of a promotion or more money. So definitely you want to impress people where you work or people you do business with. So go ahead and do that. For lunch, you could have some wonderful contacts as well. Have lunch with people or just be in having lunch with places where you could meet people who are doing well themselves. That's how you make good materialistically minded contacts for yourself. I like your evening and nightfall very much as well. You're going to be having the sense of communication and marketing field. You're going to be a winner in the evening nightfall where money is concerned. So find out where you can meet people, help you for a better job, where you can meet people to make business contacts. You'll be making that wonderful speech and that wonderful actions which people will love to hear. This is the planets of communication and marketing sense with you. Make use of them. These planets also move very fast, so where driving is concerned, try to drive slow. Saturday, the 4th of July, is going to be a wonderful morning and afternoon. Planets of unexpected goodness. You just might get a phone call, the one you're waiting for. So why not try to make the move by connecting to what you want? Is it for the romance? Is it to make your family happy? Is it to meet people who can enhance your job areas or meet people who can give you business contacts or contracts? You have to make the move and you will see that you do very well morning and afternoon. I don't like your evening and nightfall at all because the disappointment planets are there. So they'll make you disappointed in the evening nightfall. Why give them a chance? Why go out and be among people that you're going to be disappointed with? But if you have to go, plans already made, well, tell yourself, don't be expectant of anything in the evening nightfall period. That way you will not be disappointed. Go out and have a good time. Meet people, whether they are okay with you or not. Try to be flexible. Try to be negotiable. The time will pass. If you don't have to be out, I think that would be better. It's a waste of time. So drive carefully in the evening nightfall as well. This 90-minute session to get your next 9 years is possibly right for you as well, and to be able to manage them and get the best out of them. That will be based on your date of birth, your time of birth, and looking at your palms. With all that information, I'll be able to help you do the best in your next 9 years, age by age, calendar year by calendar year. I will do that for you. I'll show you how to formulate your own personal lucky lottery numbers. Yes, you can do that once and for all. I'll show you. You can reach that wonderful energy that we all have. Some call it the soul, some call it the guide, some call it the spirit. Once you connect to it, you'll be like people who have ideas out of this world, who make more money than you can imagine, who have more power. They have connected, and that's how they become so very special. Human beings on their own cannot. So we need the energy of that soul or the spirit or the guide. And I'll show you how to make that connection. And your lucky colors and lucky gemstones and lucky days and lucky directions. All that energy builds up and gives you that wonderful aura and that wonderful way of making yourself successful. So I'm going to show you my email once more. And that email to me may change your life. Give yourself a chance, and you'll get this next 9 years, age by age, calendar year by calendar year. All that for just USD $50. How about that? It was a pleasure talking to you. You coming from Scorpio. Thank you. Have a good week. Goodbye.